All right, bet. All right, man. You already know what it is, man. It's I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We're here to teach the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American the Bible, truth of the Bible, give you your identity, give you these laws, statutes, and commands, give you complete understanding of this Bible. Tonight is a biblical law class. If you have any questions, type them in the comment section. All right, comment. You know that your city, your name, where you come from. All right, and we're gonna get to it, man. Y'all see the title for the Love of Diddy. Everything that's going on in the world right now is just showing you that being an I.S.U.P.K. is necessary. Give me that's what is that 2-in-1? You know what I want. What is it? Zephaniah 2-in-1. Let me get Zephaniah 2-in-1. Let me tell y'all something, man. Do not be out here trying to chase fame. Don't be a person. It's like, I'm not saying not to want fame, right? Because I mean, if you do music, you want everybody to know you. If you have a restaurant, you want people to know your restaurant, right? What I mean by that is, don't serve the money. All right. And on what we watch and sitting back and observing, we're seeing men and women that love the world to the point where they'll give they very morale up. We're gonna get into some of this some of this vile and disgusting things that is transpiring, brother. I mean, brother. So I know the people in the courtroom, when they are hearing these things, I know that they are like damn near throwing up in their mouth, because this is how sickening it is. And these are rich people. These are people that, you know, we look up to and want to be like, and they are more disgusting, you understand, than any poor person can ever be. You can read it when you have it.
Come. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, chapter 2, verse 1.
All right.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. That's what God is telling the nation of Israel to do. To gather ourselves together so that we can be one people. We can't be separated when it comes down to serving God. We got to come together. That's how we become stronger. That's how the military of Israel is well put. Think about it. God is not with numbers, but let's think about it more on a level of nation base. If we as Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans is all moving one accord, when it's time for us to go to war, guess what? Nathan, he's going to know how to move just like I know how to move, right? We're going to be in unison. Judgment, right? We have judges in I.S.U.P.K. That judges matters. We must have everything in decency and order, right? We can't have this group over here trying to judge matters and this group over here trying to judge matters, because one group, the people that's thinking that they can judge matters, like getting pegged, who Gorilla Hebrew would have fit right in at a Diddy party. You understand? Then the other side is telling you that you can sexually abuse children, where these things is wrong, right? It should be one order. And that order on the face of the earth is the I.S.U.P.K. Right? Read it one more time.
Come. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
Blacks is, let's talk about Hispanics real quick. Hispanics is hated on the face of the earth. Hispanics and black people need to stick together, because nobody is sticking up for the Hispanics but blacks and Hispanics. When I look on the internet, I see black people defending Hispanics. I see Hispanics defending the Hispanics with this whole thing with the United States. Now, I'm going to show you how much our people is not desired. Nathan, we already talked about this before. But for the people that don't know, in the United States, a lot of farmers, ones that deal with the industry, the food industry, directly, they used so-called illegal immigrants who are Hispanics, right? They voted for Trump. They fought for Trump to get in because they were so racist. Because they hate the people that's making them rich. Like you would think that as a farmer, these people is working below minimum wage, and they doing it without a complaint. They doing it to take care of their families. They not doing you dirty. They not unaliving you. They not taking your farm over. Nathan, did you ever hear anything about Hispanics taking over the territory of a farm? Not at all. Don't people come here to America, work to feed their family, try to get their family something better in life? Because the opportunities here in America is unlimitless, right? So these white farmers hate God's chosen people so much that they will literally vote for Donald Trump, who is single-handedly right now making all of them go bankrupt. Who's there to tend to their crops? I just found out that there's a E. coli breakout to cucumbers. So now when you go to the supermarket and you see that there's low stock of certain vegetables, right? Just remember that the hatred that America has for the Hispanics is so real. There's so many black farmers, there's so many white farmers that's going online right now complaining about them having to face bankruptcy because they followed and believed in Donald Trump. That's how dumb you can be if you hate God people. Like that's how evil our enemies are. Like they hate us so much that they'll go bankrupt than to try to have compassion on us. Right? Read it one more time.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
So when God tells us to gather together, you know, to love one another, right? To forgive your brother, forgive your sister, guess what you need to do? You need to do just that. Because don't nobody love us how we can love one another. Like I know Commander Jenny YAHANNA loves blacks, Hispanics so much. I never seen anybody on the face of the earth love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans so much than Commander Jenny YAHANNA. He makes sure that we are doing the work that needs to be done. He's going to be on top of you. Hey, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? And he's going to lay down the hammer if things ain't getting done because he wants the same thing that God wants, the same thing that Christ wants. And that's for Israel to be great again. Not America, like your Uncle Tom Negroes that believe that, you know, America is the best thing on the face of the earth and they got to give their heart and soul to it. You understand? No, man. We got to get us together. Give me Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4. Please, Bubba Shaw. When you got it, you can read it.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4.
Yeah.
There is one body.
There's what?
One body.
One body. Right? One body. That's the I.S.U.P.K. And guess what? Can't no Africans come into this congregation. You must be of this bloodline. You must be of the seed of Israel. I pray you understand. Today I seen IUIC making so they are flooding into Africa, Nathan. It reminds me of the Christian missionaries that go out there and have sex with children. That's what every time I see when I see IUIC in Africa, I think about how many African children is being abused. What the nastiness that's going on out there. To go to these countries where, you know, we are primarily at no more. I would have seen if we was over there in the thing. You know what I mean? That's like going to Liberia right now. You gonna go to Liberia? They locked all the black people up. They took over the damn government. You want to go to Liberia now and tell everybody, hey, you are Israelites? Nathan, do that even make sense? It don't make sense. Why? Because it doesn't come from this body and here in I.S.U.P.K. It doesn't come from the Most High in this Bible. Keep going.
Come, God. And one spirit.
One spirit. One spirit, man. Fearing the Most High. We fear the Most High in here. We understand the spirit of brotherhood, the spirit of sisterhood. We understand these things. We must be in the spirit of righteousness. We can't carry that spirit that we once had in the world, because when you carry that spirit, what you going to do? You're going to end up at a Diddy party. You're going to have to tell Diddy no. But Diddy then probably gave you a drink and now you feeling woozy. They said Diddy had eye drops that would make you hallucinate. So you be talking about your eyes is itching. Hold on, player. Hold on, playboy. Take that. Use that. And then next thing you know, he done set you up for the camera, did what he did to you, and now he compromised you. He said, yeah, you want to get into the game, right? Listen, I'm going to get all your publishing. I'm getting all that. You're going to sign to me. You know what I mean? You're going to give me 5 albums and you better not ask for anything or this tape won't be released. You don't think that he didn't do that? So many people want this world. They want the power of this world out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, again, me and the thing, we were just talking about accomplishing some things in the world. You know what I mean? So, you know, when it comes to money, but money is a defense. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody like Diddy, his own wife, his ex-wife, Cassie was his wife. He signed her for 10 albums. Do you understand what type of deal that is? Nothing. Do you understand what type of deal that is? When you got 10 albums, brother, that is a slave deal. You sign a 10 album, Nathan. You signing 10 albums? Nigga. Let me go ahead.
If I could, people be doing an album a year. I mean,
brother,
it's like 10 years.
Let's go to Meek Mill. I'm gonna go to Meek Mill catalog. Right? Let's go to his albums. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Meek had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from the time Meek been signed, Meek done did 10 albums, right? So that's from 2011 all the way to 2023, right? Diddy signed Cassie for 10 albums. What album did Cassie come out with? Let's look at it. I'm on Apple Music, by the way, everybody. I'm looking at her joint right here. When you think her album came out?
2016.
You think she had an album come out in 2016? You sure? You sure? She had an album in 2016? You think she had an album out in 2016? Brother, her album came out in 2006. She only had 1 album. Cassie only came out with 1 album. I'm looking at it. Y'all think I'm lying? This is her album right here. When you see that one photo, that's what she got. That's all she got right here. When she was then probably like 19, 20 years old. in 2006. That's all she was given. Nathan, you good? That's what she got. One album for the love of the money. Not realizing that money is a defense. Right? Everybody think Cassie is so innocent. Oh my God, she was a victim. Cassie wanted the freak offs. She asked for them. She said, I can't wait till the next freak off. The escorts was like Cassie was putting it together. She wanted it. Cassie was with it. Cassie, let me, and I'm gonna tell y'all sister something too. Because a lot of y'all out there is just like her. And that's why some of y'all is trying to defend her. I'm gonna tell you how y'all got the same spirit. Cassie had a good guy named the name of Ryan Leslie. That album that she put out came from under him, right? Ryan Leslie was her dude. Ryan Leslie was, you know, taking care of her. He was putting her, like Ryan Leslie production was like, and his songwriting was off the chain. She don't know how to write no damn music. He was the one that was writing the music. He introduced her to Diddy. He trying to do a joint deal for her so that she can get to the next level. He trying to help her. You know, the whole time Ryan Leslie trying to do, make sure that she don't go down the wrong path. Now, peep how this works. She, instead of her saying, you know what, let me rock out with my man, she said, no, nigga, you don't got the money. I want a high value man. I want the nigga that got all the money. I want that. You don't got everything that Diddy got. I want what he got. She wanted Diddy love. She wanted brother love. Mr. Take That. She wanted Mohawk Diddy. Diddy with the Mohawk. You know what I mean? You ever seen Diddy with the Mohawk? Go Google it. It's crazy. She thought that man was going to love her, and she thought that she was going to be the queen. She was the queen, all right. And having men ejaculate on her and have her man have men ejaculate on her and urinate on her, and Diddy watch and lick it off and you know, join the festivities. You understand? That's what she got. She got a man that was trash, basura, in Spanish. That's what she got. All right. Nathan. You going to stand up, right? You going to stand up. It's a lot.
What do you want to get?
We back at Ephesians chapter 4. You going to stand up though?
This, you want from the top?
Yeah.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
You're being called in this one hope, man. Meaning that we all hope that we can get back to, you know, Israel being on top of the world again, man. Like the old times. Being able to have that power on the earth so that we can take it away from these devils. Because right now, these devils run the world. And look at what the world is going to. It's sex trafficking everywhere. Under Christ's kingdom, ain't none of that going down. Little girls can be safe again. You know, little boys don't have to worry about anything. You know, sisters can go to and fro throughout the city and be safe. I'll give you a prime example. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Verse 3. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 3. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
It says that we must do his commandments. Meaning what? You can't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You know, you can't go unalive somebody, especially you sisters out there getting those abortions, right? You can't go sell drugs, right? You can't sell drugs. You can't do the drugs. Brothers, you can't put away a woman because she talked too much. She want to argue. You know, you can't put that woman away unless she has sex with another man on you. And sisters, you can't leave that man. You understand that that's your man forever. That's the burden that you keep. And guess what? That is a blessing according to God, because when you look at the state age, so like you got to pull your pants up all the way. So when you look at when it comes to just a sister preserving herself, right? When it comes to sexual intercourse, when you look at the Bible, God said that sex is marriage, right? And the power of sex being marriage is that you don't misuse sex, right? We all grown. Sex is great, but if you misuse it, you can destroy yourself. Right. You should get a water. I'm good. Get a water. You know, you will end up, you know, you might end up in prison because you misuse sex, right? What I mean by that is you had sex with the wrong person, right? You had sex with the wrong person now, and you know, you end up in court because of child support and custody battles, and somebody lied on you or somebody put their hands on you. I mean, the whole nine. Like, look at Cassie. Maybe Cassie wouldn't have been going through these things if Cassie, you understand? I mean, Cassie is a heathen. She is not an Israelite. But if she would have, her or a woman like her will understand that sex is marriage, she would not deal with somebody like Diddy. You get me? Like, Diddy is... He's rich, yes, but look at how he carries himself. He has more dildos than, yeah. Diddy has massive dildos in his house that they had to confiscate. They had to confiscate so many damn dildos. He could have made his own sex store just out of his own inventory alone. Said the man had Viagra, ecstasy. He even had ecstasy pills shaped in Obama. Meaning that he want Obama in his mouth. He is a sexual deviant. Go ahead.
Like you seen the meme when Drewski threw his cup. He was like, "Shit." They talking about something that's Johnson and Johnson when they heard Diddy got locked up. Like, sheesh.
Listen, Diddy wanted Obama in his mouth. He wanted the Obama X pills, and he wanted to swallow Obama. I'm not saying nothing that's far-fetched. I'm finding this out as much as everybody. I got to hold down my vomit because this is very disgusting. But this is what it is. When people want to... Give me Romans 1 and 25, right? This love for money, man, it goes so way back. You know what I'm saying? The love of fame, the love of power, like... It's a lot of celebrities that's getting their behind played with. You don't think Jigga Man doing the same thing? You understand? You don't think that them other Jewish men ain't doing the same thing? They all do it. They want to compromise you. It's just that Diddy was notorious with it. Like he got lost in the game when it came to it. Like Diddy, he enjoyed it too much. It consumed him. And then you got these celebrities, they worship these other gods. Like that stuff that he's doing, that is ritual practices that the Greeks and the Romans would practice. You understand? They said the tattoos that Diddy got on his body was voodoo origins. These cats is out their damn mind. But people want to idolize them. People want to sign deals with these people. You understand? And end up in compromising situations. Remember when Cat Williams said, sometimes you got to tell Diddy no. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got, Diddy was on a, yo, get the video with Diddy, right? Can you know how to play the video?
Yeah.
Hold on. Matter of fact, Diddy, don't even worry about it. Diddy is on live video, right? He's with Fabulous, he's with Jadakiss, he was with Nori, and he was with some West Indian artists. They all sitting there at the table. I believe it was Nori's birthday. Diddy came through because Diddy owns Nori. He goes there. Diddy is drunk and high out of his damn mind. And Diddy is like, I like it when you talk to me like that, Daddy. You like, what? He's saying these things. He said, I like it when you scrambling and scratching for y'all think I'm lying. Let me hold on. 50 just posted it up earlier. He told Fabulous he mad because he wanted his name first. He said, I'm jealous of you because I wanted that name. Fabulous. Hold on, y'all think I'm lying?
Daddy, will you put my back? Daddy, I like when you scraping for shit. No, I like that. You know, I'm practicing. I got it.
He said, what? Let's hear it again. It was all uncomfortable.
Every day's your birthday, I'll drink chance, goddammit. I'm in. Did you miss on where I became? Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing. I miss this birthday party, man. Man, it's about talking about for your birthday. Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man? We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. What kind of Diddy? What type of party you want to have with Fab?
I understand. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm the type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have.
Yo, Diddy gay as hell, man. And I'm trying to tell brothers, man, tell sisters tonight, yo, sometimes you gotta really check yourself, man, because like and I'm not saying that just because you want to chase, like, again, having fame and notoriety and wealth is nothing wrong with it. But you got to make sure the spirit that you in is the right spirit, right? Because, like, take for instance, people that want to get in the entertainment world, right? He was a gatekeeper, and there's many other gatekeepers that's in his position. He was just one of the most prominent gatekeepers. Now, let me tell you how deep it is with the gatekeeper. That would have been anybody else that was not rich. You know what I'm saying, Nathan? Mm-hmm. Like, that would have. Jada is a gangster. Fab is a gangster. Nori is a gangster. That West Indian brother is a gangster. Y'all want to sit there? What if it was a nigga that was broke and he was talking about daddy, calling you all that? You think that they would have been quiet? You think Nori would have blew the candle out, acting like he ain't really want to get down? He ain't like what he was going on? They would have beat dude out of. They would have kicked him out. Why they ain't do that to Diddy, Nathan?
They all probably got dealt with.
They probably got dealt with, or they fear what comes with going against him. Goes to show you that people fear those that can take away their riches. You get what I'm saying? Like Fab knows, man, Diddy connected. If I go at Diddy a certain way, yo, I can be blackballed. You know what I'm saying? They can try and backdoor me. Dang, Jada was the same way. Why Jada? What was all that Yonkers roughneck? You know what I mean? Rough Riders energy at? He was just sitting there being quiet, like, oh, this nigga was weird. They ain't say nothing. They allowed that man to call him daddy, all that. He said, yo, and Fab was like, yeah, man, you partied with me you came to my birthday. You came to my party. You see the emphasis that he put on that? He said, you came to my party. You know what I mean? But he's like, no, you ain't never party with me, though. Because Diddy want to take him to his party so that he can know him. If you understand what I'm saying. He want to have sex with Fab. This is what happens in the industry. This is what happened when people want this fame and fortune. You understand? Diddy wanted that fame and fortune. So what happened? Allegedly, I'm gonna say that Clive Davis, a non-homosexual white man, turned him out, put him in position to gatekeep. Yo, you gonna do this. This how we gonna keep these niggas under control. It's all in the pudding. We can't call it a conspiracy, but for so long, Nathan. Read Romans 1:25 if you could, Brother Shaw.
Khan, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Your pastors, man. Your pastors set you up for failure. Your pastors will have you believing that getting that deal with Diddy is a good thing. That love of money, that gain is next to godliness. What is not. You got to watch what you do and watch what you say. Watch what you consume. Right? Like, look at Kanye. Kanye wanted the world. Kanye said himself, I sold out. I laid down in the bed deeper with the white man. Now I'm giving my allegiance to them. Now I'm really serving their gods. Why do you think his music got so dark after his mother passed? You get what I'm saying? They get down like that in that world. They don't mind sitting up there trying to sacrifice somebody. They don't mind sitting up there going to a certain party, doing all types of rituals and things like that. You ever seen Eyes Wide Shut, Nathan? You ain't never see Eyes Wide Shut? Brother, you go watch that. Stanley Kubrick, allegedly, he died for making that movie. You know what he did? He exposed how these elites, you understand, they have these cults, right? You ever heard of anybody heard of the Illuminati? Anybody ever heard of the, you know what I mean, the 13 bloodlines and things like that? You ever heard of Rothschilds? Okay, you got the Rothschilds. You got a bunch of families, right? Well, these families is kind of goes back in time, and the Rothschilds, they very demonic. They had these parties where they would wear these masks, right? And all these people would wear masks, and it was over there in Europe, right? These people would wear these masks. I mean, you know, and it's always a darkness over their name. You get what I'm saying? This movie, Eyes Wide Shut, if y'all didn't watch it, go watch it. It got Tom Cruise. The movie was so deep that they tried to tell him he cannot put the movie out. He said, F you, I'm putting the movie out. You know he also was involved with? They said that he was also involved with the moon landing, right? That, you know, that they faked the moon landing thing. And it's the Neil Armstrong, that whole thing. They, you know, so he made this last movie. His last movie was basically outing the cult, right? So you watch the movie, it gets to this it's a real dark scene where Tom Cruise is thinking that he's going to a sex party, right? His homeboy played piano blindfolded because he is not a member, right? He goes in there, he tells him the secret password. He gets in, right? He gets in. He goes in there. Everybody got a mask on. The music is weird and dark. Everybody is walking around. It's like prostitutes everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Men prostitutes, women prostitutes, and people just having sex with these prostitutes. You know what other people was doing? Some people were just sitting there watching like this. They just watching. Nothing. They like this. Nothing. Check me out.
It's like I was on the
Look, they looking like this. Like it's like an art exhibit. Tom Cruise just walking through like, mind you, everybody got a mask on. The one prostitute that noticed him from, you know what I'm saying, that he had slept with in the world, she said, yo, you shouldn't be here. You need to leave. Yo, he got outed. They found out, and then his whole world turned upside down. But that whole party is the same resemblance of what Diddy was getting down with. Same thing. Same exact thing. Diddy ran a sex club. That's all you're reading. That's what we all finding out right now. Diddy ran a sex club, and they hit him with a one-man RICO charge because he was the ringleader of it. They're not going to investigate into the people that helped him organize it. They're not going to sit there and bring up the Jewish people that was behind it. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be quiet about the politicians that was involved with it. You don't think no politicians was involved with them freak-offs? Let me ask you a question. Why the Epstein list never came out? Why the whole investigation with Epstein Island is not out and about? Because they understand that it gets deep and a lot of people is going to be exposed. A lot of people is going to be exposed. So when you have people like Diddy that is at this pinnacle on top of the music game, and he has an influence. You know what Diddy was supposed to be doing? Making sure that he protect blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans when they come into the music game, right? He was supposed to make sure that he does good business because he already knows that the Jewish man ain't going to do good business with us. They don't do good business with us in the industry. They don't do good business with us when they come to the real estate game, the whole nine. Do y'all know that in New York, right? It's black people that own brownstones. They try to shortchange those black people, trying to knock them down from getting millions of dollars for that brownstone. They try to give them low appraisals because that's how they get down. Diddy was supposed to make sure that he had love for his people, right? But because of all the lies and all the misteachings in this world, right, all the suffering that we've been through in this world, we have people that come from the hood that is scraping and scrambling to try to get out of poverty and will be willing to do anything. So for the love of money, man, is the root of all evil. When you look at money, you got to look at money as a defense. Your pastor teach you that gain is next to godliness. They see God is blessing you. Just because God helped you be able to get a good job and go through college and whatever your joint is, doesn't mean that he's with you. Let's read Romans 1:25 again from the top.
It's like if I could say something too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Seeing something on Facebook, you know, Satan can bless you too.
Yeah, Satan definitely bless you. So what you think Satan is doing for people? Satan tried to bless Christ. He tried to get Christ to follow him. Saying Christ told him to get behind him. Like, get out my damn face. I don't want to hear nothing that you guys say to me. You know what I mean? I serve the Lord, the Father I fear. That's the spirit that we are in the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
If I could, if brothers read that, you know what I mean, the things that Satan try to bless them with, it's the same thing black men love today. Poor money.
And drugs.
Like,
Whore, money, and drugs. Man, listen, man. I'll make you the plug. Look, man, I'll get you all the hoes. You know what I mean? I'll make sure the Romans bless you. You know what I mean? You'll have a statue in your name. You know what I mean? You be all right, man. I got you, man. Just curse the Lord. You know, and Christ ain't do that. See, a real nigga. And that's what we must be, real niggas. Diddy ain't a real nigga. Diddy exploited his own people. You know, Diddy, listen, man, they found rubber ducks in the damn bathroom, and everybody is like, what the hell's the rubber ducks for? I'm like, damn, well, you do got a 2-year-old daughter, but you so damn disgusting that you can't even be trusted with rubber ducks in your damn bathroom, Diddy. Straight up, like it is a disgusting thing that we seeing right now. We seeing male escorts. Like these brothers is literally, you understand, being homosexuals. You understand, being adulterous, all for money, all because Diddy gonna pay them a lot of damn money. They going to do violent, disgusting things. You don't see how this world is trying to make us be? When they turn the truth into a lie, that you can do whatever you want, God know your heart. Yeah, when you say that, Diddy feel as though that he can go and have sex with men and allow his woman to be to get gangbanged. His wife was getting gangbanged right in front of him. Like, that's hatred. That's a whole different kind of lust right there. You know what I'm saying? It is the same lust that I told y'all. When you watch that movie, Eyes Wide Shut, listen, they was literally watching women and men had sex with multiple people at one time. Like, and that was disgusting. But that's how they get down. You gotta see how these people get down in these secret organizations. How they get down in these little cults. You know what I mean? I'll give y'all a little quick story, right? And check this out, right? I remember being in the world, the brother from Empire that's from Philly, Hakeem Lion, right? He played Hakeem Lion, right? Brashear Gray. Me and him was like cool growing up. You know what I mean? I remember he wanted me to join him with the music, and I was like, nigga, you gonna end up signing the deal, and you the type of nigga that will try to sacrifice me or something. Like, that's how I thought, right? Because I like, bro, like, I love you, dog, but you gullible as hell. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't say that to him. I kept it to myself. I kept it moving. I said, man, you go ahead, bro. I support you anytime, though. You know what I mean? You need a future, shoot, holla at me, whatever. Boom. He wanted to get with Charlie Mack. Boom. He wound up getting on TV. I'm happy for him. But as I'm watching the show, I'm like, damn, that's Lee Daniels. He up there with Will Smith. Hold on. Yo, he might get turned out. He around, because Lee Daniels gay. The director of Empire, he gay. The brother on there was gay. So I know it's gay people that's behind the scenes. I said, yeah, they gonna try him. All the women like him and all that. I'm like, he gonna get tried. And lo and behold, Empire is done. I seen him getting locked up. I seen it all in his face. I said, that nigga getting high. I said, damn, they might have got him. Maybe it's just the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just the drugs. Maybe he went to a couple of parties that was a little buck wild. You know what I'm saying? He might, maybe, you know, he playing with his nose a little bit too much. He might need some rehab or something. Brother, I started seeing all types of headlines talking about the dude is gay now and he's doing gay OnlyFans. I said, what? I'm thinking it's a lie. I'm like, this ain't no damn truth. I went to his Twitter. I had to immediately click off that. When I say it hurt me so bad, I damn near cried because I said, damn, not my dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. But for that love of that money, the niggas giving that ass up. Salagi. Cheeks is on the line. You know what I mean? They going to a Diddy party. Who knows? He probably went to a Diddy party and got turned the hell out. You know what I mean? Like, and this is what happens when people want to be in this entertainment world. You want to be in the entertainment world? Let me give you some advice. Don't do it without a damn purpose. Don't be a artist that, you know, you just want to go into it and like get in class. Be under Commander Jenny YAHANNA. Learn what your purpose should be. Learn. Because any artist in the I.S.U.P.K, the main purpose is pushing his truth. Ain't about trying to be anything else but a soldier for the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got artists that's in the I.S.U.P.K that is phenomenal, but you ain't gonna catch no artists in the school, you know what I mean, at no damn Diddy party giving up them cakes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see us signing some deal just because it been presented to us. You know what I mean? Listen, we ain't moving like that. We soldiers. We doing this with a purpose. But when you go into that entertainment world and you want to, you know, want the fame like Cassie. Yeah, you sisters, y'all want that fame? Okay, you gonna want that fame, but it's gonna come with something. You gonna have like 50 niggas run up in you within 20 days. You gonna get urinated on. You might get defecated on too. You know they do that too, Nathan. Some women want that money so bad they'll go to Dubai and allow Arabs to take a dump on their damn chest. You ever heard of that? You ain't heard of that? Oh yeah. It's a lot of vile things. This is why the Christian church, man, God said, woe to the pastors that scatter my flock. Because these women is going over to Dubai. Nathan, look at me, bro. They going to Dubai, bro, and getting pooped on for $50,000, for $30,000. Bro, can you imagine talking to a broad and you getting to know her and I just told you this and now, you know, she a super bad little John. You know what I mean? You talking to her and she like, yeah, you know, I be going to Dubai all the time. You like, you doing in Dubai all the damn time. You gonna be investigating. You gonna be like, oh, what you be over there doing? Business? Something like that. She ain't shitted on, bro. They taking laxatives, shitting on her. Real rat. Damn lying, bro. Go TikTok it. So you think I'm lying? Y'all think I'm stupid. I ain't gonna say y'all think I'm stupid. Y'all think I'm crazy. Y'all think I just be saying stuff for no reason. Brother, they go to Dubai and get pooped on for the love of money. You know what I mean? The same passion that Diddy have for money, they have the same. They get crapped on. Remember Carisha? Remember how she said Young Miami? Mm-hmm. She said she like getting pissed on?
If I could.
Yeah. She done later on gonna say she ain't never get pissed on.
She like getting pissed on. Cassie got pissed on. She was with Diddy. Diddy was like, yo, I'm gonna piss on you. Take that. Take that. Listen, Diddy got a loadout. If y'all ever play Call of Duty, Diddy has a loadout. That's how crazy it is. He got a Diddy loadout. He had he had it looked like when you buy a Glock and you know you got when you buy a Glock, it come in a box. You buy a handgun, it usually come in a box. Glock usually, some guns they actually give you like a case, right? John got Diddy on it. I was like, yo, what's in that box? They didn't open up the box. But man, everything, man, this man was on all types of drugs. Everything, brother. The only thing they didn't pick up from him was crack and heroin. He wasn't on heroin and crack. I give him that. He wasn't on that dog food. But man, that brother was on every pill, sniff. I think they found like some crystal meth. You might have been smoking meth, ecstasy pills. I mean, yo, he probably had Quaaludes. And that been discontinued for over 40 years. I'm pretty sure he got it. Diddy had everything. They said Diddy had guns that would scratch off serial numbers. So Diddy was sending hits on people. Oh, you like Kid Cudi. And even look at the man that Cassie wanted to try to be with. Kid Cudi wears a dress. Cassie has a type. She like cuckolds. She like men that don't have no integrity. Her husband now, I mean, good night. He is kissing the whole South Beach. Like, that's what he got going on. All for the love of money. Let's get back to Romans 1:25. I want to get back to that.
Come. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Keep going. And
worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
The pastor teach you how to serve the creature. Diddy pastor, Mr. Power Bottom. How can I forget that? TD Jakes. He had TD Jakes at the parties, huh? They said, the sex workers said that he was the master power bottom. I said, what the hell is that? They said, you might not want the explanation. Just understand he was a master power bottom. I said, what? He's recently, because of this whole case coming out, he's stepped down and allowed his daughter and stepson to take the church. He's downsizing. He closed the church down that was over here. He said, y'all Negroes don't need this damn church. The hell with y'all. He knows that he's going to get exposed. He's afraid of getting exposed. Right? And this is what it is. People like TD Jakes and all these other pastors tell you that, you know, the law is done away with. You don't have to keep the commandments of God. Okay, well, you can go to a Diddy party and do nasty things. And he says that to himself every day and say, well, I'm not wrong because God knows my heart. You know, TD Jakes in his head, he like, well, I like to go to a Diddy party or two. I like to take a toot. You know, take a little bump, a little toot. You know what I mean? You know, he don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. And he wants you to feel like there's nothing wrong that you're doing so that you can just give him your tithes and feel like he's not being judgmental. But you want to know what happens to the people that is telling you the truth and will be judgmental to you? You will hate them. Your tithes don't come to us. Your tithes go to these pastors, right? Your money your tithes go to the drug dealer. Your tithes go to strippers and prostitutes, right? Your tithes go to things that profit you none. We tell you the truth, you get mad. You call us crazy. You say that we wrong, that we in a cult. Diddy's in a cult. Diddy is in the same cult that Epstein was the same type of person, right? Epstein just had too much dirt on people. Epstein, they said Epstein was a an informant for the Jewish government. Epstein would get people to do things. He'd videotape it. You know, he had the little young girls there. Oh, you like her? Yeah. Hey, she do that trick. You like that thing? Yeah. You know she like 16, right, Governor? Yeah, we trying to get this we need to do some we trying to open up shop in your state, man. At the south of the border. Hey, we gonna go there and do it, right? Don't sweat it. You know what I mean? And that's how those secret cults will have people that love of money. Oh yeah, I got status. I'm going. I know a rich millionaire with an island. Still to this day, nobody understand how Epstein was rich. You don't understand how he's rich? Because he's being funded by an entity that benefit off of seeing you participate in these freak-offs. Right? These people had freak-offs. He was the king of the freak-offs. Right? But they offed him in that jail cell. I don't want to hear nobody talking about he offed himself. Epstein got offed. Because he ain't have them little A-list, B-list celebrities. No, he had A-list politicians, royalty, people that has billions of dollars. They said, we can't let that nigga go to trial. And he was ready to tell. He was about to tell on everybody. They said, nope. Kill that nigga. He done. So when you look at when it says that, you know, we serve the beast, man, we are not doing what the Most High told us to do in this earth. And you have times where people are literally, compromising their own integrity to get where they need to go, right? Let's keep going.
Who is blessed forever. Amen. Verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection.
God gave us up to vile affection because we wanted to serve these other nations. We wanted to serve their gods. We wanted to believe what they believe, eat what they eat, see what they see, taste what they taste, breathe what they breathe. We wanted to do everything like these other nations. And God was like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and you want to go to that Diddy party. You want to be famous so bad. No problem. Go ahead to that Diddy party. Go to that Diddy party. And I'm going to let you see exactly what you need to see. Go ahead.
For even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
The natural use. Say it one more time.
For even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Women being a woman. A woman is not supposed to be having sex and being in a relationship, you understand, having lust after another woman. Like, and I'm seeing a lot of brothers starting to pick up on having multiple women. But what y'all must also understand that you cannot have the women have sex with one another. They cannot. You can't be having sex with them at the same time. You understand? Like, that is something that is unwise and is evil to do. You understand me? Read again.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. For even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, born in their lust one to another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet.
Yeah, so basically, woman on woman, man on man is all of our affection, right? And when you see men, you understand, men is not supposed to be gay. Diddy is gay, like out of line gay. Like he Diddy, something is wrong with Diddy. Like he needs to detox. You understand? He needs to really get some mental help. Like where his brain go, like Diddy has to think about sex every day, like every second of the day. Like right now, he's probably thinking about it. When he was in court, he was probably thinking about sex. Like he wanted to watch Cassie being freak offs while he wasn't there. Like that's how nasty he was. He wanted to watch. He had videos upon videos. They confiscated those videos, right? And with your pastor, he's telling you that you can do whatever you want. Nobody can judge you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep God's commandments. Then Diddy is not wrong for what he did. Diddy is absolutely right. He should not be on trial. Nobody should ever be judging him for the things that he did to Cassie. They should just not judge. Forgive him. Remember, right? Forgive those. You know what people like to say. And I mean, hey, you know, like we got to forgive him because that's what your pastor say. Now, if we're going to go with the reality, Diddy is wrong. Your pastor is wrong. TD Jakes went to those freak offs. TD Jakes was at them parties. All right. Give me 1 Timothy 6 and 10. You can read when you have it.
Come. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Listen, man, it's the root of all evil, man. You're gonna want that money, you're gonna want that deal, and before you know it, Diddy gonna have you in a compromised position. Literally. You know, like everything doesn't have to be with, oh yeah, you know, I gotta, you know, I gotta get on, you know, I gotta do whatever I gotta take to get on. Let me tell you something, man. The Lord has made it to the point where now people, you don't even have to get signed. You don't have to sign no documentation. Just making sure that you have your publishing and your you know, your royalties all together. You can promote yourself. You can build your own team. You build your own marketing team. You can get your own money, fund yourself, make like Tory Lanez was, you know, Tory Lanez sold 1 million records. Nobody in like being able to actually sell 1 million records in 1 week, especially like in one day, it's never heard of before, right? Like he did it under 10 minutes, Nathan. You understand? He made $1 million probably like in seconds. And he did it while he was independent. A lot of other artists can do that. And God made it to that point that you were able to do that, right? Because the Jewish man is losing money when it comes to the entertainment world. That's why they try to put close certain artists. You know what I mean? Like they're not developing artists anymore. They're taking artists that already have a buzz and they just amplifying them. Putting money behind them so that when it's time for them to go on tour, they'll be able to make their money back. It's not like it was back in the day where they can build up a artist and, you know, and give him notoriety and be able to say, all right, well, this is what it's going to be. No, it don't get down like that. So if you don't have that love for the money, you're going to sit back and be able to analyze what's going on. Because Satan wants you to sit there and do evil so that you can get those riches. And you don't want to get it the bad way. You want to be able to get it the good way. You understand? Think about how many drug dealers, right, want to be rich. You understand? Read that scripture one more time.
Come. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
So let's take it back in the 80s. A lot of people was tired of being broke. A lot of our people was dirt poor because we had that love for the money and we really needed it, but we gained like a lust relationship with money. You know what I mean? We selling drugs to one another. You know, we trying to be the flyest guy. Boom, 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 boom. Like, that ain't how the Most High told us to live. You get what I'm saying? You got people that will literally throw their own people under the bus just so that they can get a job or keep a job. You know what I mean? The root of all evil is the love of money. All right. Give me Ecclesiastes 5 and 10. Ecclesiastes 5 and 10. You can read when you have it. You got it? All right, good.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver.
Listen, man. You're going to get... Diddy got so much damn money. Diddy got enough money to make sure that he can pay all his artists, right? Diddy been robbing his artists for years, right? Diddy, that love for that silver, you understand, he couldn't just stop once he was able to have enough to provide for his family. No, he wanted more. You get what I'm saying? And you had people that's in this world that, you know what I mean, like they a fiend, you understand, for riches. Read it one more time.
He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase.
Listen, man, you can't be a cat that feel like money is everything. You understand? Money is not everything. You have people that go on the internet and all they talk about is money, this, money, that. Like the one brother, what's his name? You can hold Proverbs 13 and 11, right? The YAHWAH awakening. You know what I'm talking about? Y.A.H.K, something, right? I forgot what the hell his name was.
What's the verse?
Proverbs 13 and 11. I forgot his name. It's not. I can't forget. YAHWAH, something like that. But the cat, he go on the internet and all he do is talk about money, this, money, that. You know, you ain't a man if you don't pay all the bills, and you ain't a man if you can't give your woman this and that. I said, listen. Clearly, this nigga don't understand the Bible. A man is a man by his code of conduct, his character, his discipline, how he, how he manages his responsibilities, things that is at hand. You understand? He does it the right way, how he serves the Lord. Who the hell is you to tell somebody that is not in the scriptures, oh, you can't give your woman at least $5,000 a month? You ain't a real man. Nigga, who do you think you're talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I guess that brother that came home from prison, that's doing everything that he needs to do, you know, he step up for the kids that's not even his. He ain't a man. And I'm going to tell you why he's able to say that, because a lot of you sisters out there that carry the same spirit as Cassie, chasing the man with the bag, it's going to happen to you too. You know, you're gonna get a man that is trash. You understand? Just like all the other men, and you know, before you know it, you're gonna find out that your dude is gay. You understand? Because you listen to the beast. You followed your lust. You can read that next scripture you hold.
What is it? Proverbs
13 to 10.
13 and 10.
13 and 11.
Kamaka, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be
Read it one more time.
Wealth gotten by vanity.
Wealth gotten by vanity. The same way, huh?
No.
Oh, like how Diddy got his money? He got his money by vanity. He a body boy, man. He like stuff up his butt, his anal cavity. You understand? He likes dildos all in his house. I heard it's some lubrication called air something. What the hell? I was like, what the hell is that? I said, what the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna find out the name of that joint. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm gonna find the name of this joint. Give me a second. I'm gonna find the name of the joint. It was something that he had on his damn page. I said, what the hell, Diddy? What are you doing? Give me a second, man. They said he had something. It was a bottle or something. I forgot the name of the joint was crazy, Nathan. Hold on. I'm gonna be able to find it. I ain't gonna hold this joint up too crazy. Not too crazy. Yeah, I gotta find that joint. It was, bro, the dude had a lot of lubrication, bro. Like, it was crazy. They said they found so much of it, man. Like, the people in the courtroom was like, what the hell? Like, he had boxes with his name with like mushroom capsules. And I'm like, yo, what? Like, this is what his money got him. His money then got him in the press. Will read it one more time. Money got him by what?
Count. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished.
It shall be diminished. Look at him now. All those freak offs that he attended to since the 90s. Because he been doing this since the 90s. Ain't nothing like a Diddy party, right, LeBron? He been running his movie for quite some time. Got his money from vanity, blackmail, the whole nine. They said that he had high heel shoes and Balenciaga boots, and he had burner phones. He was knee deep in them freak offs. Like, he didn't even want no trace back, anything traced back to him. He had a code name for himself, Frank Black, so he can go get pills in his name, and had his assistants getting the pills in their name so that he can get high with these pills. Because he was a drug addict. For that love of the money, he became a drug addict. Up there having freak offs. The mom was a part of it. The mom was hooked up to an IV, having to get her system cleared out because she was getting high and drunk and partying with her mom, with his mom. His mom was an escort. They said that Diddy didn't see all types of vile affections around his damn house. This is true. You understand? But I don't give him the green light to do what he did, what happened to him and what he seen, to reenact it on a more bigger scale. Diddy wrong. He's gonna go to jail. It's all being diminished. Yeah, I mean, give me 1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and 15. Like, what you gotta understand is this. Like, when it comes down to this world, don't give yourself to this world. You understand? Learn how to master how to maneuver in this world. Meaning what? Meaning, don't be somebody that, you know, just because somebody dangles the opportunity in front of your face, now you become a dog with his damn paws in his chest and his tail waggling with his tongue out his damn mouth. Don't be a peasant. You know what I'm saying? Don't have some damn integrity. You understand? Don't be a person with money and you look down on people. You look down on people. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was talking to this one sister, man, and she was looking down. She had some paper and she was looking down at homeless people. I said, yo, man, that's a brother, that's our sister right there, man. That's not how we do that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I can give for them, man. You know, I don't got too much. Hey, you want something to eat, man? Come on, come with me. Because that ain't how we supposed to be operating. That ain't how we supposed to be moving, right? When you are of the world, you're going to hate yourself. You're going to hate your own people, right? You ain't going to want to keep God's commandments. Read what you got. I'll read it. Give me 1 second. Who that? 1 John 2 and 15. Hey, what's going on, sir? All right, it's the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. So when you look at these celebrities, they love the world and they love everything that's in the world. That's why you see these men. Kid Cudi had a dress on. And guess who slept with Kid Cudi? Cassie. She also slept with every other man, all the other 500 men that was a part of them damn freakos. You understand? She loved the world, and she was definitely a part of it. But she's a heathen. Nobody cares about Cassie. But Diddy, oh, he loved the world. Like, don't think of the world as, you understand, as a place that you can dwell in. Like, we in hell. We got to pay taxes. We not on top. You understand? Like, the animals don't want the white man on top. The ground that we walk on don't want the white man. The ground don't want the white man. Okay. The ground, look, hey, shalom Christ, sir. Like, the earth don't even want the white man in rulership. You get me? I'm looking right now. I'm looking on the news. They talking about, man, it's kids. If these kids don't receive aid in Gaza in the next couple hours, man, they can lose up to 14,000 children. And Israel and the United States, oh my gosh, they don't give a damn about nobody but them damn selves. They said, well, Hamas is there. We're not going to give them anything. You know, China didn't drop care packages, but that's not even enough. And China said, I dare y'all to stop us from giving food to them people. You intercept ours and watch what happens. Israel ain't do that. It's truckloads of food that's waiting for the Palestinians, but the white man is such a devil. They won't even try to give it to them. Like, all right, y'all about to die. We done blew Gaza up to smithereens. We can at least try to feed you. You know what I mean? Feed the kids. I mean, the kids don't got nothing to do with it. Them Jewish people don't care. Them Jewish people don't care at all. But that's who you give your allegiance to. You understand? When you choose the world. When you choose not to serve the Lord, you get your allegiance to them. You understand? You subconsciously giving your allegiance to them. God said, man, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Don't love being able to push this truth, right? But don't love just wanting fame and fortune, right? Because you'll end up in a situation like most of these celebrities, strung out on drugs, gay. You know what I mean? Some of you brothers going to abuse your wife. You're going to get herpes. They said Usher got herpes. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that come with it. But I'm gonna end it there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch on that, man. You know, love not the world. That's why Diddy is in the situation that he's in now. Because Diddy loves the world. Diddy loves the aesthetics that the world gives. Diddy loves the men. He loves the women. He loves the fast cars, the big houses. You understand? He loves being able to be overpower people. You understand? He loves the world. He want to be just like our oppressor. He want to be a slave master. But just like for him, same thing I say to him, say to everybody else, watch what you keep dear to your heart. Because what you keep dear to your heart can also be what will cripple you. With that being said, shalom.